Okay. It says I'm live. Damn. Okay. Wow. I wish one of them would come on here with me, but uh, so let me say, if everybody's seeing this, it says I'm live. We'll see. Roger said I woke up just in time. All right. Anyway, here's the bottom line. Oh my gosh, what is it? Quarter after 7 my time on Monday night. So the, we'll get to everything else here in a minute, but let me tell you. So 10, 12 days ago, something like that, I had a big job lined up that I was supposed to start. And the guy messaged me and said, hey, they got to hold off for a little bit. And anyway, it didn't happen. I was counting on that. And that messes with my scheduling and everything. Then uh, I had to reach out to a customer and say, hey, I've got an open slot. Do you want me to start now? And they said, yeah, go ahead. And y'all know I'm a independent contractor, so I fix people's houses for a living. And as soon as I started it, we started getting bad weather here. So 6 days ago, something like that, it started snowing. Couldn't really go to work, not to do outside stuff. I mean, it was snowing. And then 5 days ago, we lost power. Uh, and that's been a whole adventure. If I didn't have my wife and kids and dogs and all the other critters in the house, I mean, it's no big deal to me. I go camping and everything for a few weeks and not think anything about it. But uh, it's been a thing. 20 trees at least fell down across the driveway. They had to be cut up. I went through two chainsaw chains, didn't have time to stop and sharpen them, trying to get trees cleared out of the way so I could get out of the driveway. I'm back in the woods. My driveway is in between a third and a half mile, and it took forever to get that done. And we lost internet 2 days. Well, about a day and a half, really. Before it was coming on intermittently, but it was mostly day and a half, 2 days before uh, we had the big storm. Whenever the storm came, we lost power and we lost the cell phone tower that is closest to us. Well, to me. And so me, Misty, Greg, Roger, all of us, we had to cancel the show on Sunday because normally I'm the one that opens the show. And if I open it on my end and anything happens, the whole show goes down. So we had to cancel the show. But anyway, wow. Let me tell you, 5 days without power and having wife, kids, animals, all that kind of stuff, that is a lot of work right there. Uh, I was telling the guys, or well, all of them earlier, that I spent a small fortune in gas and propane trying to keep everything going. But the only reason I wanted to jump on here, well, a couple things. Uh, I don't even know where to start, y'all. I'm so tired. My brain is not working right now. Lack of sleep and just stress for a few days. But I don't know where to begin. There is flooding in Kentucky and this part of Virginia, but I'm on the top of a mountain, so I don't have to worry about the flooding, except for like getting off here and like going in towards town and everything. There's water over certain low water bridges and all that kind of stuff, so you have to take a convoluted route to get there. But there are people that have actually died in Kentucky because of the flooding. North Carolina, where I'm from, North Carolina is finally getting some attention. Thank God. I can't imagine what those people went through for the past few months, but they are finally getting some much deserved attention and stuff like that. In case you can't tell, I'm sitting in the kitchen because I get cell phone service in here. My computer crashed. That's a whole different story. But anyway, Roger had surgery on his hip. He's doing okay, but he's in a lot of pain. Misty got a new pig, and she's trying to raise it as a pet, but they really need to eat that damn thing. That's a whole different discussion right there. We can talk about that later. I'm so tired. I'm so happy to have like some kind of communication. Uh, Cell phone coverage was horrible. We had no internet. We just actually picked up both with the internet and the cell phone. Just came back on today, like within the past couple hours. Uh, Man, you got to give props to the people that go out in this shit and work on the power lines, linesmen and the standby firefighters and law enforcement and everything. It's been crazy, y'all. It looks like a bomb went off around here. There are trees down everywhere. I don't know if I already said this, but it was like 20 trees on the damn driveway that it took me 2 days to cut up to get out to go get gas for the generator. And thank God, I mean, we have financially, we have the ability to have like backup uh, propane for the fireplaces, but we're only using the one up top. So the fireplace and the generator to power most everything. Doesn't power the heat though. So I need a much bigger generator. But man, y'all, you got to be prepared for this kind of stuff. And I thought I was. And, you know, I taught people how to do survival for a long time. But it's a way different thing whenever you have animals and a family and all of that kind of stuff that you're trying to take care of. It stressful to the 100th degree. But anyway, I'm sorry if I keep re-speaking stuff I've already said, but man, that was a lot. Like, it was all I could do to take a cold water shower, bath kind of thing. And then finally got a hot shower today. Uh, the power came on last night about midnight, right around midnight. And this morning I took a shower. I went back to work because I had to get it done. Like, I'm on time schedule. And today around noon, my wife texted and said the power was off again, which sucked. But I already had the gas cans in the truck. So I was like, okay, I'll fill them up and, we'll be ready to go another few days. But the power is on right now. Internet came back, cell phone came back, which is amazing because it's been 5-6 days for the cell phone. It was horrible. I could not reply to anybody on Facebook or uh, text or anything. It took forever to send stuff through. We are fine. We're perfectly fine. Everything, we've got heat, we've got power. Even if the power goes out, got a generator, we got power. But let me stress this real quick. Uh Double, triple up on all of your, hey, I'm prepared for this and that. Look, look, cowboy. I saw your damn comment on Facebook, but I couldn't reply to it because it takes 10 minutes to load anything whenever the internet is out. I don't get cell phone service up here, very rarely. Like, seriously, you have to you have to do a cell phone dance and pray to the dark gods and threaten to sacrifice a small fluffy mammal to get anything to happen as far as cell phone service and anything goes. Everything has to line up in a certain way to make it work. But whatever. Cowboy, you're a jerk. Uh, I'm trying to talk serious stuff here right now. But double and triple up on your survival preparedness. If I was camping, would have been no big deal. But dealing with taking care of a family, animals, all that kind of stuff. Seriously, it's stressful. It's way more than, hey, can you go a day or two without eating something, or you have 2 bottles of water? Can you survive? Yeah, all of that is good. I mean, I can make a damn shelter out of nothing. I can start fire with just, friction, rubbing sticks and stuff together. It's really hard whenever you have kids and a wife and animals, everything counting on you. Just saying. So prepare, prepare, prepare. Get over prepared. That would be my point. And hell, the couple times I could get text out, I was asking Greg House, because he worked for a propane company, and he's pretty much self-sufficient at the man cave if anything happens. I was asking him, I was like, hey, if you get a gas stove and a gas water heater and all of this kind of stuff, like outdoor wood burning furnace, what does that cost compared to uh everything else? It's all I can say is it's stressful. Be prepared. God bless everybody in, like, Kentucky and the lower part of Virginia that is going through the floods and everything. North Carolina is a whole different story. That should have never happened. But damn, the ones that did survive, damn, they're going to have a story to tell whenever it's all over. And on the Bigfoot subject, let me say this. So, power being out, I've gone outside the past couple nights. It's been, cold, but not like devastating cold. And I don't know if it's because the power going out and nobody having power around, or the lack of people going outside because everybody is hunkered down inside their house. I don't know. But whenever I've gone out for the past few nights, there have been vocalizations. I did not stop to grab a damn recorder or anything like that. I was not concerned about that. That's just being honest. But there were some vocalizations, and it made me stop and think, hey, do they know whenever, like, a whole area the electric grid goes down, people aren't going outside. I don't know, but just throwing that out there. Anyway, the main reason for this is I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that posted like comments of support and all of that kind of stuff. 5 days is nothing, realistically. I mean, really, if an EMP went off or something like that, and everybody just had to survive on their own for 6 months, uh, 5 days without power is no big deal. We could still get gas to run the generators, all that kind of stuff. But y'all, thank you for the support. Be prepared for everything as best you can. We'll get back to doing a YouTube show probably this coming Sunday, probably. But I just got power back and internet back and phone service back, and everything was down. And man, let me tell you, as much as I know about like surviving in the wilds, it's a stressful thing to go through with a family, and it's probably impossible to go through if you're not prepared or don't know anything about some kind of like survival type thing. I don't know how to phrase that correctly, but anyway. Oh, and the generator also, the generator, like day two, the generator, something happened probably in the carburetor. I know it was so cold and windy out and raining and everything. I couldn't really get to it to fix it, but the generator went down to like half power. The least little thing bogged it down. It was Sharon Guy said, I went 19 days without power. It was rough. Yeah, I can believe that. Yep. 100%. It makes you understand, even as much as we think that we are prepared, and as savvy as we are with like some of the knowledge and skill sets that we have, it makes you really appreciate it. We're very weak whenever it comes to going without the modern stuff that we've gotten used to. And you really, again, I could go camping in the woods for 2 weeks, not blink an eye at it, because I'm prepared for it. If I was on my own and I had to survive, I could do it. I'm trained in those areas. I'm not saying it would be easy, but I could do it. I would survive. Going without power for 5 days in bad weather with a family that you are trying to provide for and take care of, man, you better have all of the I's dotted and the T's crossed. We've done this before, but it wasn't 5 days, and it wasn't under this level of like cold and snow and wind and rain. And if you just watch this and you roll it out offhandedly, you're making a mistake. I'm telling you now, we need to get back to some semblance of the way that we used to live without all of the luxuries that we have now. But I'm not trying to preach or anything. Mostly just wanted to tell everybody I'm fine. We've got this covered. There's more snow coming in a couple days. depending on who you listen to, anywhere from like 3 to 7 inches will be fine. If I'm out of communication, it's no big deal. Thank you, everybody that left messages, comments on Facebook, all of that kind of stuff. I just wanted to let you know that we're perfectly fine. We made red beans and rice the other night. We made chili the other night on a Coleman stove. Wait, hold on. Right here. Had to wash it today. Old school Coleman stove. Propane. Well, little bottles of propane. Y'all got to get one of them if you don't have one. But other than that, man, good generator. I don't know. Have backup heat source, wood stove, propane heaters, something like that. But anyway, just wanted to jump on, say hi to everybody. We're fine. Thank you so much for the concern and all that. But we're fine. Seriously. Text, Facebook messages, all that kind of stuff. It took forever to go through. I couldn't really make a phone call. The tower went down, so communication was really limited. But anyway, what do you say? Get the biggest gas generator where I live. Power buck. Good for you. Good for you. Now, see, my generator, I do this for people all the time, but until I moved here, I didn't do it on this house. But I wire in the outside plug-in where you can plug in your generator and power your breaker panel. But whenever we moved here, I had done that, but I didn't have a big enough generator. I had like a 5,000, 6,000, whatever it was, generator. And then whenever we moved here, the power went out. And the first time the power went out was 2 or 3 days. No big deal. I mean, that's nothing. But the year before last, it went out at Christmas for about 4 days, and it was below 0 degrees. And thank God we had propane heat. And there were people that didn't. And there were people in my area that literally froze to death. And I feel really bad about that. But anyway, I bought a bigger generator. This time I went up to like 9,500 peak. So I've got 2 generators. And it's a continuous at 7,500 watts. I think it is watts. But anyway, man, even that right there was whenever it got bogged down, something got in the carburetor and it got bogged down, and it was only going half the power. And we could run the water pump, which was good. And we had lights and stuff like that. Couldn't run the water heater, couldn't run the stove or anything like that. But that's only because something got stuck in the carburetor. And it was so cold and windy and rainy, I really could not go out there and try to take the carburetor apart and clean it. But I'll get that taken care of. Then I'll have 2 as backup, and I'm going to buy a bigger one. Somewhere in the ballpark of like 12 or 1,300 peak power. But just be prepared, y'all. I mean, this stuff, it hits out of nowhere. And if you're on your own, that's one thing. But if you have other people, that's a big difference. Anyway, just wanted to say thank you. Want to say hi to everybody. Let you know. I'll probably have to delete this video from the channel because it doesn't really matter. But a Generac on your house. CB, are you talking about like a standby? Yeah, I'm looking at that. But anyway, I think actually I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with like 1,000 pound or gallon propane tank, and just switch the water heater and the stove to gas, to propane, and then have like propane based heat and everything, and then a medium sized generator, and that'll do everything. But I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. But anyway, right now is not the time for that. Right now is the time for, holy shit, I hope I have everything working and ready to go whenever it snows again on Wednesday. And Virginia is not normally like this, but this year has been rough. If y'all would have seen all of the trees down, I mean, our electric company, there was an army. There was like 200 uh, bucket trucks parked all around the county, and they could not get to the stuff because the trees that were down and the snow and the ice that had melted, the ground was so soft they couldn't pull them out there and do their work. It was horrible. But this kind of stuff, it happens. We're fine. Just want to say hi to everybody, and we'll be back on Sunday, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, that's all I got, y'all. There are 75 people watching right now. Hey, thank you for watching. I'll probably delete this video. Y'all stay safe. Thoughts and prayers. Everybody, take precautions. Get your shit in line in case this happens to you. It doesn't have to be snow. I mean, it can be tornadoes, earthquakes, whatever, all that kind of stuff. But be prepared. I mean, I consider myself pretty prepared, but this was taxing. So anyway, I gotta conserve my damn battery. I don't know if the power is gonna go out again or not. But anyway, oh my god, so glad to have phone service. So glad to have the lights on and heat back in the house. And look, oh, even my dogs are relaxing right now. Lou, Cha. See, can y'all see that? Uh, uh, uh. Even they're happy right now. Okay. Anyway, peace out, y'all. Love y'all. Hey, pray for the people that need it. There's a lot of them. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.